Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shifts and how to navigate them. So, I had a pretty dope ass walk, but every walk is dope because yeah. But the things I noticed, so I just like spoke them out loud in my chat box, so they're on my phone. Um, but I said, and what I got was when I was sitting down, I envisioned not only a pine tree but a giraffe, and I was getting like stand tall in who you are and who you want to be, as well as like recognize. I was like, it's so funny to see myself talk. Okay. Um, as well as recognize this heart opening as well as protection from spirit from the pine tree is what I got. And then there was a little blackbird sitting atop a long piece of grass or tree, and he was like chirping. So I got sing your own song, and even if you have to stand alone, maybe we're being called to stand alone and really learn to express ourselves, sink into our femininity and creativity, sing our song. Then I also had uh take a bow, and I put by Beyonce, but it's by Rihanna, so I was off there. um Stuck in my head. um that part was like go on and take a bow, like take your leave, I guess, from situations that aren't serving you, as well as like pat yourself on the back for how far you've come. I say and like a lot when I'm talking. And when I was walking, I saw a purple door, and I thought that it's your time to step into this new journey, like walk into this new journey. And it may be a spiritual journey, or maybe just opening up your spiritual gifts, as well as letting spirit lead you on this new journey. And then the number 721. Um, so then Chatbox like interprets it, and I thought that was pretty cool as well. So I'm going to share that with you. Pine trees and giraffe stand tall. Pine tree, ancient symbol of protection, clarity, eternal life. Spiritually, it can represent resilience, purification, connection to higher realms that as they reach for the sky. The pine trees, evergreen nature reflects enduring strength. You're always alive inside. Giraffe, with its long neck, reminds you to rise above and gain perspective. That's funny. I put pain in there. So maybe we're learning to rise above this pain that we've endured, right? And stretch up to your higher self. It's also heart forward. They lead with their chest, which I did not know. So I love that. Which supports your sense of heart opening and divine trust. Together they say, stand tall in who you're becoming and let your soul lead the way. Blackbird singing on or tree, sing your own song. Blackbird is often a messenger between worlds, especially when singing. It brings you a note from spirit. Singing your own song is a soul invitation for self expression, which I feel that, bro. Um, Standing alone might be your spiritual assignment for now, so you can attune more deeply to your voice and your path, especially your feminine creative power. This is what we're being called to do, is really sink into our intuition. And you don't have to be a girl to sink into your feminine power. I'm just saying, just putting that out there. Um, Creativity is feminine. That's it, whatever. Okay, so go on and take a bow. That song is from Rihanna. It has a double meaning. Honor your growth. You've been going through so much. Give yourself credit. Exit gracefully. It's time to bow out of spacious relationships, spaces or relationships, and patterns that no longer align with you. It's a powerful affirmation of release and self-respect. Purple door, threshold to spiritual power. Purple is the color of crown chakra, spiritual wisdom, divine connection, and intuition. A door is always a portal. Seeing purple on one is a message that you're standing in the gateway of spiritual upgrade or initiation. You're being invited to step into this new level fully, boldly, and intentionally. Spirit wants to guide you. And the number 721 is spiritual awakening, inner wisdom, spiritual gifts, or psychic gifts, harmony, intuition, relationships, duality, finding balance amongst them, new beginnings, independence, leadership. The meaning: you're being guided by divine forces to stay aligned with your inner truth. Your prayers have been heard. Now is the time to step into new beginnings and trust your intuition. Maintain your spiritual practice. What are you building is divinely supported. It can also mean trust the choices you're making. Your connection to the divine is opening doors, and leave behind the old. 2 + 1 = 3. Creative expression, walk into new creation. So, and then I rolled some dice and I got Taurus, the third house, and Mercury, which is communication. Mercury has to do with communication. Taurus is like grounded, stable energy as well as earth energy, right? And then the third house, I forgot. I represents siblings, hometowns, small excursions, which I was on a little walk, short distances, elementary school, expected written correspondence, warns of whispers and scandal. But aren't you always like, that's funny, the talk of the town when you're like doing your own thing, when you're standing in your own truth, when you're not really like adhering to society's box, right? So let's pull some cards and see what they have to say. Yeah, my friend, he's really cool. His name's Loki, the moon, and he has a channel too on TikTok. And he always says the 5 of Wands is fighting with your wand in your hand. It freaking cracks me up. But there's a lot of jealousy, envy, and that surrounding what you're doing, because it's not societal. It's not conditioned. It's your own path, right? It's not anybody else's, right? And I think like you're avoiding, I heard an emotional tower, by really being grounded in your emotions. Like no one can break the tower that you've built for yourself. No one can bring the tower down on you. Or like get in your head 654 on the timer with their jealousy, envy. Yeah, because you just cut that shit off. Say bye, bees. Yeah, and see, you could have had a lover situation that wanted to control you due to being aware of your childhood wounding. They wanted to use that against you. But I also always get this, like, controlling how you show up in the world. Controlling, yeah. But the Lover's card always screams to me that we're being called to divine alignment within, like divine feminine and masculine within. We're really balanced in our emotions, in our being, in ourselves. And really connected to source, right? That's what that screams to me. But I do think you had a lover situation that wanted to control who you were being in the world, right? And the other card that came out, but you cut that shit off. You were like, no, I control me. I know how to place my own crown on my, right? No one else needs to do that for me, right? You're in, I heard you, mastermind. You're in control of your mind. So no one can control it for you, or like keep you in this place where you're not planting the pentacles that you want, right? Where you're not cultivating your craft, where you're not really focused on yourself. Yeah, it's a painful situation, and I do think we're being called to like let go and forgive. As cheesy as that sounds, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing that, or people get tired of hearing that. I know sometimes, like when I am called to forgive things that I've gone through, or people that have hurt me, you know what I mean? It's like that, but then that's like my ego self, my hurt self that doesn't want to that wants to hold on to it, the pain, that doesn't want to pull the swords out. It's like, no, we got to get this shit done. We got shit to do. We got to pull the swords out. We got to grow, bro. Yeah. We have to make the decision to cut off the things, people, places, and things that are hurting us, that are bringing us to this bad place. All right. Yeah. And they were keeping us out of our meditative state, where we were not recognizing what we hold within us, right? Okay. Let's try and get an oracle before we're running out of time. Not 50 here, Spirit. World, universe, independence, facing fears, self-discipline, really sinking into this space, that spirit, and let spirit lead us. Okay, some of mine. Maybe. Draw, paint, tap into that creativity, bro. Gabriel, delivering messages, spirit speaking, at war with themselves, take nothing personal, Focus on the frequency you want to feel. Heather, activate.